stupid if I say that one of the greatest YouTubers in the world, or worldwide phenomenal. That would be a bit too overrated, I would say. But yeah, in today's review, I'm going to be talking about the latest news, gaming news that has made a few headline news in the gaming industry today, and that's, as you can see the article here on the Eurogamer. As it says here, Steam Machine preview, a powerful customized mini PC for crouch gaming. So Steam has recently released a new console into the gaming market, which will be released very soon. It's going to be rivaled against PlayStation, Xbox, the next gen consoles for PS5 and Xbox Series X. So I am an Xbox user. I used to be a PlayStation user from PS1 to PS2. Then I moved over to Xbox around, after I left school, after I was doing the thing with all these educational stuff I was doing with school and the college, etc. So that sort of thing. But yeah, from what I know about Steam, from my view, I've heard about it. It's something where it's a games downloadable platform where you play games on your PC or laptop. You download and you purchase from the store, like you do on Xbox Store or PlayStation Store for that matter. You download and play on your Steam on your PC. From free games or games that you have to pay the price of. But instead of that, they're bringing a physical system machine to the market, which should be on sale, according to this article here. Hardware unique items after all. So you can see where this article states, different shots of the console here from the rear end to LED strip running along line, the front load download status. Okay. And I'm just going to read out a few specifications here. So the models are 512 gigabytes or 2 terabytes RAM, available standalone and bundled with a Steam controller, 150 size millimeter wide, times 152 millimeters, times 162 millimeters D. CPU semi-custom AMD processor Zen 6C, 12T, up to 4.8 gigahertz, 30 watt TDP. So other CPU is a semi-custom AMD RDNA 2BCU, 2.45 gigahertz sustained clock, 110 watt TDP, 8 gigabyte GDDR R6 RAM. So it supports 4K resolution gaming at 60 FPS with FSR. RT supported 6 times more powerful than Steam Deck. So RAM is supportive of about 16 gigabytes, which is the same as capacity as my laptop I use for my own personal usage. I use for any sort of work or events I go to, for that matter. So that's the storage of the RAM. So storage expansion is sorry, let's reading it here. 200 if it's 2230 slash 2280 FVME SSDs, a micro SD slot. So power supply, internal AC power, one V240V. So I'm not going to read all of this, but you can see here where it says IVO slot, power slot, 10 gigahertz, dedicated BT antenna, Steam controller, customized with LED bar works for controllers, accessory PC preppers work, Steam controllers, etc. So I'm putting all the resolutions here. So yeah, that's basically the CPU, which is I believe I just read here, which is compatible with AMD. So AMD is a really good graphics card, especially for people who are gaming enthusiasts, I would say. So that's the article here, which is stating about on Eurogamer here. So she was raised soon, maybe this year or maybe the next year, I would say. So I'm going to move on to the official website of the Steam Machine here, where you can see it's displaying the preview of the powerful physical Steam Machine here, the console itself. So you see here where it says Steam OS optimized for gaming, faster premium cloud saves, and that's just a start. Put it under your TV, set it under your desk, cool and quiet. I/O for days, ready for all peripherals and monitors you can throw at 1 gigabyte Ethernet display ports, 1.4 HDMI 2.0, one USB card for USB/A and 4 USB/A ports. So CPU and GPU 4K gaming at 60 FPS with FCR. Storage available in 512 gigabytes and 2 terabytes. 2 times 2 Wi-Fi 6E plus Bluetooth 5.3. Dedicated antenna, Steam controllers, wires, adapters built right in Steam Machine for direct pairing. No giant break. Steam Machine's power supply is built right in. So you can see all these advertisements here. People showing off the new design of the Steam console. There's a guy using a computer there, using some sort of programming tool there, I would say. So it's a PC, so it plays well. So it's made for Steam controller, comes with built-in wireless adapter, playing with Steam controller up to 4 adapters, great for streaming. Powered by stream optimized for any form. By the Steam Deck, by the Steam controller, the Steam machine, Steam frame, follow Steam hard drives and outlets. So this is just a diagram showing the accessible ports here. So this is the USB 3A, USB 3A. So there's two USB-A slots here from this side and this side here. There's a micro SD slot here. It's situated here. It's indicates LED, and this is the power button to switch on and off the system here. And then here we have the display port here. HDMI cable is on this side here on the rear end. So that's the front end, and this is the rear end here. So AC power connector is plugged here to power up the console. Ethernet cables here for wired connectivity as opposed to wireless connectivity. There's also USB-C port here, USB 2A port here, a USB 2A port here. So that's the rear end here for these connectors and switches here. This is the rear end for the console itself. Right, so I'm just going to read through all this. So CPU, it's going to have a bit of a green tea here. Just makes you feel a bit more soother, more coherence, I would say. Semi-custom AMD Zen 6C C12 up to 4.8 GHz 30 watts TDP. Semi-custom AMD RDNA 2.45 GHz max sustained clock. 16 gigabytes DDR5 RAM plus 8 gigabyte 8G DDR6 VRAM. Internal power supply AC power 1 to 10. Two Steam machine models, 5.2 gigabyte NFV 512 gigabyte NFV SSD, 2.2 terabyte NFMe SDT. Both models include a high-speed micro SD card slot. So connectivity is here. So 2.2 Wi-Fi gigabyte, Bluetooth 5.3, integrated 2.0 gigahertz. Displays, HDMI. So you can see additional information here. So yeah, so that's the information. Giving information about the upcoming Steam console. But from my view, I don't know. I don't know much about Steam, to be honest. I know from my view, you download Steam onto your a tablet or computer, whatever. You pay for games for that. But instead of like the physicalityness of the console, like for Xbox and PlayStation, you have to basically pay for it or have free-to-play games that are given to you by Steam through their store list, or when you have to purchase it through debit or credit card payments, as it would work or so. But I wouldn't mind, to be a fan of Steam for something. I wouldn't be switching over from Xbox to Steam, but I would give it a try at some point to see how Steam goes in that aspect. As opposed to other games I was playing before on Xbox or PlayStation, matter. But yeah, I think I've said enough for this review. I'm going to end my review for Steam. So if you'd like to check out more of my stuff, my gaming content, wrestling stuff, or news stuff, I would say, please check out my YouTube content here. It's www.youtube.com/@SoSodom92. So make sure you subscribe, check out my content. Feel free to have a look at my other content I upload and speak about, if you may. So be more than welcome. So thanks for watching my Steam console review, guys. Take care, and take care of yourselves. And I don't the nightmares now. I'm not talking about anything to do with crime or anything to do with offenses, anything. But I'm just saying, take care of yourself, guys, and don't get too many of the scary stuff, I would say. Thank you. Goodbye.
I don't know what you thought I might say. Seems like we never were taught the right way. Every other minute I fought for my place and dropped what I made and thought you might stay. So I'm guessing that you probably know, when your inside's hollow, then you ought to be cold. Like a pill I couldn't swallow, and it swallowed me whole. Another lie hard to follow till it followed me home. And like